Hello and welcome back to another World Cup Fantasy Football video. Now with the round of 16 all done and dusted, we're going to go into the quarter-finals. So I'm going to show you how I got on in the round of 16 and then we'll look at my team and how it's looking for the quarter-finals. So this is how my team got on in the round of 16. Now as you can see, I'm absolutely buzzing my tits off. Buzzing. 91 points. I couldn't believe it. Oh, finally, a decent week. The group stages were horrendous. Absolutely awful. I'm so glad to get rid of them now. Love watching the football, but my players, the calls I made just didn't work. So, to have this result, it feels good. Probably peaked now. I can't see there being as many points overall, to even being honest, in the quarters, semis or finals. So, yeah, I feel like I've peaked. Happy though. Can't deny, 91 points. Buzzing. Now, if we go through it, goalkeepers, that's probably where it's disappointing. Neither of them really produced. I had Noper in goal first. Now, the Dutch, they absolutely smashed the US, to be fair, and they did deserve a clean sheet. But due to a freak goal by Wright, it was a great goal. I mean, he definitely didn't mean it, but unfortunately, it did go in. Great goal. But I lost the clean sheet there. So what I did was, I had Gonda, I think that's who it was, from Japan in goal. I decided to quickly make a change. I brought in Martinez because I just felt Argentina were going to absolutely batter Australia and I didn't see Australia scoring. That wasn't to be, which was really frustrating, so that gamble didn't pay off. And even right at the end, I did think Australia, they had the chance to equalise right at the end. I was so disappointed they didn't because I would have loved it to see go to extra time. So I reckon Argentina probably would have fumbled right at the end. Wasn't to be. Argentina went through, but yeah, again, another lacklustre performance by them. In defence, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Finally, I may not got 4 clean sheets, but I got 3 clean sheets and a couple of returns. So I was really buzzing about this. So Luke Shaw first, 6 points. They absolutely, well, I'd say they absolutely battered Senegal. Senegal did have a good chance in the first half to really get not 1 but maybe 2 goals against England. So fortunate there, but second half we ran riot. They couldn't hold us to anything. So yeah, very comfortable there. I mean, would have been nice to got an assist maybe from him, but yeah, take that clean sheet. Dumfries now. I was so happy that he got what he did because I did say he's just not doing it so far compared to the Euros. He hasn't got that assist or a goal yet. He managed to get 2 assists and a goal. If only he managed to get a clean sheet as well. Because I had the power captain on this week, which ended up on Mbappe. But if Dumfries did get a clean sheet as well, I could have had 40 points out of him in the end. So close, but it is what it is. I'll take the 14 points from him. Brilliant performance from him. Finally, we got returns out of him. Alaba, he was somebody I changed at the last minute. I brought him in because I just felt like, to be fair, I did feel like this game was going to be a 0-0. Or if anything, Spain would score 1. I mean, they just hit the post in the last kick of the game at the last minute of the extra time. But yeah, when he went off after 90 minutes, to be honest, I wanted Morocco to win. Ziyech would get a goal would have been a bonus. But yeah, I was happy to get the clean sheet out of Alaba. So I've had him in for a few hours, got a clean sheet, can't complain there. Happy with that. Militao, not got a clue if I said that right, but originally I had Sandro, or whatever it is. He was originally in my team. I was just about to turn over to watch the Brazil game. I managed to just check the team before and I noticed that he was taken out. So I quickly made a change and I'm so glad I did because again, Brazil, they ran right. I had no idea what happened with Korea. They just didn't want to defend. They were shocking. So to get that clean sheet, I mean, they did score in the end, Korea, but by this point he was taken off, thankfully, and I managed to lock in that clean sheet. So really happy with that. And then I got Sosa on the bench, who he didn't play, unfortunately. Wasn't due to an injury, it was due to an illness. I mean, not being funny, but it must have been a pretty serious illness. If you're not going to play in a World Cup, last 16, I mean, come on, man. There's got to be something. Don't be a sniffle, whatever you be. Because that's pretty embarrassing. But Croatia's still in. That's the main thing. So he can get me points maybe. I doubt it the next round, but yeah, we'll see in that. In the midfield, again, really happy. Bellingham, 6 points, got a nice assist. He was brilliant against Engel, running down with that ball, absolutely terrified him. Really happy. England smashed it. Happy with that. Perisic, I mean, did you see that goal? That header, that header, I think is underrated. I mean, I know Van Persie's goal was excellent in that World Cup where he dived and headed it. But this one as well, the curl he got on that, the bend on the header, and he had to go backwards as well. It's so underrated. It was such a brilliant header. Oh, so happy with that. I mean, it would have been nice if they kept him on for extra time as well to play the whole game, because he might have got another goal, but I'll take the goal. Really happy with that. Bruno Fernandes, 5 points. Only 1 assist, which, I mean, I should be happy, but at the end of it, I felt like, it would have been nice if he got a goal as well. Because he did get 2 against, what was it, Uruguay? So yeah, it would have been nice to get a goal as well, but I'll take an assist. Got 3 points out of it. And then there's Ziyech, 2 points. I weren't expecting much, if I'm honest. I was more hopeful than anything. If anything, I was expecting a point, so I got a bit extra there. So 2 points from him. Well done for Morocco qualifying and beating Spain. And then on my bench I had Rabiot, wherever you say his name, just the 1 point. Bit disappointed with him really, weren't too happy. So yeah, just 1 point from him, which was a bit of a shame really, but it is what it is. And then finally my strikers. I'm going to start off with Gakpo first. Only 1 point. The first game he's not scored in so far. Disappointing. He had chances to score against the US. It wasn't to be, I'm afraid, but it is what it is. Lucky other players around him performed, so I didn't take too much of a hit there. Messi, 7 points. Got the goal. Good goal against Australia. Again though, you walk away from that game and you say the same thing about Argentina. They could have done more. They should have scored more. They've got the firepower. They just don't seem to ever want to deliver with it. I mean, his other striking partner, was it Martinez? It's just so bad. So even then, Messi would give him an assist, really. And you don't get the assist because the guy can't score. So really disappointing there. And then finally, the big hitter, Mbappe. 30 points. Boom, boom, boom. Like I said, I had power captain on. So originally it was on somebody else, Dumfries. It then switched over to Mbappe. And look at that. Brilliant. It really worked out. Did 30 points. Got a quarter of my points there. So happy. Hopefully he doesn't do it in the next round. Hopefully England do batter him. But happy with that. 30 points. Buzzing. So on to my team now for the quarterfinals. Now this is my goalkeepers first and then my defenders. So in goal, I've made 1 change already. Martinez, he's straight out. Don't have any confidence in him in this round coming up. So I've taken him out and I've put in Alisson of Brazil. Now, I put Alisson in purely because I think, well, Brazil, they're one of the favourites. And they've got Croatia. I think Croatia and Morocco are probably the 2 weak teams that are left, I'd say. So, and attacking wise, there's something about Croatia I'm not too bothered about. And we all know how good Alisson is, especially in the Premier League. And he's looked great in the World Cup as well. I just felt comfortable having him in goal. Compared to the other defenders, when you look at it. I mean, you've got France, they've got England. So, you can't rule out Lloris, and then you can say the exact same with Pickford. Maybe I could look at probably going Costa of Portugal, but they have not really kept many clean sheets themselves, really, considering. But, you know, you think Morocco, maybe they could against Morocco. Maybe that could be another Spain game where it would be 0-0 and go on to penalties. I can see that one happening. Or you could gamble and go for Morocco, because they've done really well. They've only conceded in like 1 game this World Cup so far. So, for now, I've got Alisson in goal. And I've got Noper as my second keeper. The Dutch, they've got Argentina. And I think the Dutch will do them, to be fair. There's something about Argentina. Overall, I just think it's naff. Messi's great. Can't deny that. But the rest of them are just so disappointing. It's just... Considering they're one of the favourites at the start, they're just so naff. the rest of those players. They'll come home from getting knocked out whenever they do. And all of them, apart from Messi, should just hang their head in shame. It's just been poor. Anyway, on to the goalkeepers. My only change in defence I've made so far, I've taken out Alba, obviously, because Spain are out. And I've put in Marquinhos of Brazil. So, as you can see, I've gone for a triple Brazil defence now, and the goalkeeper and 2 defenders. I've gone for this guy because he starts, he's a centre-back. Obviously, with the wing-backs, you always think, is he going to start? I don't know. But this guy, he definitely starts. He'll be alongside Silva. I've gone for him instead of Silva because Silva's got an assist in last game. The chance of it happening again, slim, I'd say. So, bit of a gamble, but like I said, I'm pretty confident Brazil can get a clean sheet in this game. Alongside him, obviously, I'm keeping Dumfries. Brilliant last week. Been alright during the group, just hasn't really upped his game till now. Hopefully, get another clean sheet against Argentina. Maybe or an assist or a goal again, that'd be great. So yeah, he's in there. I've got Sosa in there. Now, he didn't play in the last game because apparently he had an illness. So that's why he didn't play. I've kept him in there purely because, one, Croatia are still in the World Cup. And 2, he's 3.5 million. He's dirt cheap, so I can put the rest of the money into the rest of my team. It just felt sensible just to leave him in there for now. I mean, he might not play, but I've got Luke Shaw on the bench at the minute. So I highly think, anyway, or believe, that Luke Shaw will come in for Sosa, because I don't think Croatia will keep a clean sheet. So yeah, so Luke Shaw's in as well. And then finally, I've got Militao again. Don't know if I said that right, but yeah, I think he'll probably start a game for Brazil. I mean, I did think Alexandre was going to start from in the last game week. That didn't happen, so I'll definitely have to keep an eye out for the team before the deadline, because Brazil, if they do rotate, I'll have to take him out. But I'm pretty confident he'll start. So yeah, treble defence there for Brazil. Hopefully that works out. We'll have to wait and see. On to my midfield now. First guy I got up is Casemiro. So as you can see, I've made a transfer already there. I've taken out Rabiot. I think that's how you say his name. I'm more than likely wrong. But I've taken him out because he's got England, and that's a really tough game. I think England have a better midfield. But really, I can't see him scoring more than 2 points at best. So I've decided to take him out and go for Casemiro. I've gone for Casemiro because, like I said, I think Brazil will beat Croatia. And there's one thing about Casemiro is he plays 90 minutes. So hopefully he gets an assist or maybe another volley of a goal. I mean, I doubt it, but you never know. I've gone for him instead of Paqueta because if Paqueta has a bad game, he's coming off at half time. And I don't want that again because that really annoyed me last time. So I've gone for Casemiro there. Alongside him, Perisic. You know, I've just said they're going to get battered by Brazil. So, and I've got 3 Brazil defenders. So clearly I don't see much from him. If anybody's going to score for Croatia, though, it's going to be him. I mean, he scored a great header in the last round. He's got a great cross on him. So if anybody's going to score for him, it's going to be him. I'm not too confident, so I get the feeling by the end of this round he will be on my bench. But yeah, he's in there for now. Ziyech as well, I'm not confident about. He got 2 points, but he did play Spain that last round. He's got Portugal there, not easy either. Probably harder, I'd say. So I'm not confident about him either. He'll probably end up being on the bench as well as. I've not changed them both yet because you just never know what's going to happen in the World Cup. Say they both win and they qualify. I've got to make quite a few changes to my team. So for now, they're going to stay in. They'll probably be on my bench by the end of this week. But yeah, they're in. I've got Bellingham. He's got France. Like I said, that could go either way. Bellingham, though, he's been brilliant this World Cup. Apart from probably the US game, he was a bit naff. Apart from that, he's been excellent. So good on the ball. Got an assist against Senegal. Yeah, so I've kept him in. He's on the bench for now, but I reckon he'll be in the team by the end of it. And then Bruno Fernandes. They've got Morocco, probably on paper, it's the easiest team. to go against. They just absolutely destroyed Switzerland. I mean, a bit disappointed he only got an assist really in that game, but we know how good Bruno Fernandes is, and if Ronaldo doesn't start, I think he'll play just as well. I don't know what it is about Ronaldo Fernandes, but when they play together, it just doesn't seem to work. But hopefully he doesn't play, so then Fernandes has that license to do what he wants. But yeah, Portugal did look good in that game, so we'll have to see. But yeah, that's my midfield. With my strikers, now I've got the same three again: Messi, Mbappe, and Gakpo. Now that I was going to say it could change, but I'm pretty sure you can only have 4 players for one team. I'll have to have another look at that. I mean, if you can have 5 now, I'd have probably a Brazilian forward. But for now, I'm keeping the same 3. Messi, honestly, I'm not confident about them playing the Dutch, but I am confident he can score against the Dutch. That's the only thing. I think this could be my last week with Messi. I think this is the last time Messi being in Argentina's shirt. I could be wrong though, and they could beat the Dutch. But for now, this is why I've only got one Argentina player, and it's the only player that's actually done anything decent this World Cup. So I'm going to have Messi. I can't see him being my captain, but for now, he's definitely going to be on my team. So hopefully he scores. Well, I say hopefully he scores. Mixed emotions, isn't it, when you got a defender on the other team? But we'll have to see how that goes. Mbappe, France got England. I mean, they're saying they're going to put Kyle Walker on him, so he could have a quiet game. I mean, you just don't know. Mbappe could score. He's currently top scorer in the World Cup. He's a machine of a player, a great player. I mean, I hope to see him in the Premier League one day, but yeah, for now, he's definitely going to be in there. I'm not that confident, but you just never know. He's such a good player. I mean, people could say you could go for Harry Kane instead, but Mbappe is just a machine. We'll have to see what goes there. I kind of hope he gets knocked out for obvious reasons, but yeah, Mbappe's in there. And then finally, I've kept Gakpo. Obviously, a bit disappointed with the US game. He did have a few chances. You could probably go for Depay instead now, but I just love how Gakpo plays. He plays pretty much 90 minutes every game, probably. And if it's going to be a tight game, which I think it will, then he's definitely going to be in there for the whole game. Now, can I see him scoring? To be honest, I'm not confident he's going to score against Argentina. If anything, I think he can get an assist. And that's why he's in there for now. But if I could make a change, maybe I'd put a Brazil striker in. But there's nobody else really I fancy, or maybe Depay. But yeah, nobody really else out there I want. So yeah, those are my 3 strikers. And there you have it. That is my team for the quarterfinals. It's getting exciting now. It's going to be tight, these games. We're going to see if anybody's actually going to score, if it's just going to go down to penalties. But we'll have to wait and see. Now, if you like, don't forget to like that video, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.